This is the Cubii Jr. Mini Underdesk Elliptical, and it is very different from a Peloton bike or any other sort of indoor exercise bike. Unlike a traditional indoor exercise bike, the Cubii Jr. is actually relatively light and small. In fact, it only weighs 27 pounds, but more importantly, it's designed to get fit while you sit. Unlike a Peloton bike, the Cubii Jr. is designed for all ages, abilities, and lifestyles. So it seems like the entire point of the Cubii is to make wellness approachable to all. Are you gonna get on the Cubii Jr. and get a crazy workout in? Probably not, but that's not the point of this machine. So let me show you around. First of all, this Cubii Jr. is in the aqua color, although this one does come in purple and other models do have different colors. The first thing I want to show you on the Cubii Jr. is there are 8 levels of resistance that you simply use this knob right here to adjust what resistance you're on. The Cubii Jr. has a little LCD display up here on the top that shows you metrics such as distance, RPM, or cadence, and also your time and calories burned. Also, you can use this little button right here to tab between the different displays, and also there is a scan mode. I did buy this one used, and down here on the bottom there are these little wheels. They actually do seem to be pretty quality wheels. They are of like a rollerblade quality material. So as you can see, this entire elliptical footrest thing will kind of just flip on over just like that. According to the literature on the Cubii website, this is a whisper quiet machine. However, mine does make a little bit of noise, but I did buy this one used. So the lady I bought it from, she said that they bought it back in November, so this was just a few months ago, and they're getting rid of it, and she said that they're upgrading to an actual indoor cycling bike. However, it seems like the wheels down there kind of make like a little bit of like a squeaky noise, you know, like a rubbery squeaky noise. Now, I don't know if that is like something that's a common thing, or maybe just this particular one I have is making that noise. It seems to me that the rubber wheels up here are kind of rubbing on here and making that kind of rubbing, squeaking noise. So when you look at this tiny little elliptical thing, you think, you know, it's really light, and it actually is pretty light, but when I first picked it up, I was actually pretty surprised by, you know, it weighs 27 pounds, which isn't a lot, but you know, it does have a little bit of mass to it. Fortunately, it does have a little handle right here, which makes it much easier to pick up and maneuver around. So I flipped the entire thing over here, and it does have these like rubber feet on the bottom, so it will like protect your hard surface floors. And also the rubber feet here kind of like, you know, make it stick to the ground better, so it'll make it less likely to slide around on you. Also up here on the front corners of the Cubii, there are little rubber protective feet here to protect your floors and help it stick to the ground better. Taking a look at the actual surface area and size of the elliptical footpad here, it is actually relatively large. I wear a size 14 shoe, and my foot can easily fit on here, and also there are these like little rubber grips that kind of make your feet stick pretty well. And obviously this machine is designed to be used with or without shoes, and this little rubber pad on here actually does make it a little bit nicer than if it was just like plastic or something. So not only does it grip better, but you know, it makes it more comfortable, because probably you're gonna be using this thing, you know, if you're just sitting on the couch, or you know, if you're working on your laptop and you just have this under a computer desk. And no guys, I'm sorry, you don't get clip-in pedals for the Cubii. So on the Cubii, you can pedal going forwards, or you could stop and also reverse and go backwards. So let's talk about the resistance ranges. Right now I have it on like 1, and like honestly, that feels like fine. Like I kind of feel like the whole like point of this machine is just kind of, you know, just to get moving a little bit rather than just sitting completely stationary, you know, when you're working on your computer or watching TV, just to get a little bit of movement. You know, you're not trying to like max out the resistance really necessarily. So first of all, the first observation I'm making here is when I have this like at a desk, you know, in order to change those resistance levels, like you gotta like get down there and do it. So it's not exactly super easy to adjust your resistance. You know, you don't have that automatic adjusting resistance or anything like the Peloton Bike Plus. But you know, once you get down here, all you gotta do is just kind of click this thing over, and it will kind of click into a resistance number. So let's just try out maximum and see what that feels like. Also, I'm gonna take off my shoes to kind of get a feel for what this is like with no shoes. So now I have it on maximum resistance, and I also took my shoes off. I have to say, I actually do like the way it feels under my feet. Like I was saying, the rubber pads, it feels nice. And obviously you can hear like the little bit of squeak from the wheels I was talking about. In terms of max resistance, you know, honestly, like it changes the resistance, but not very much. Like I was saying though, that's not the point of this machine. So without maximum resistance, in order to adjust the resistance, I gotta get all the way down here and then crank it down. So I'll put it on a medium resistance. I'll put it on 4. 4 is fine. Let me put it back to 1. So I want to comment on the motion of like the circular motion. It kind of feels like an oval shape kind of as it's going around. So your knees like don't really like come up and down too much to like hit the table or anything. They kind of like just go like forwards and backwards. So it seems like it would be fine for having under a desk. Also, I noticed when I took my shoes off, it gave me a little more clearance so my knees won't hit the table. Again, you know, I'm really tall. I'm 6'5", so most people probably aren't going to have like table clearance issues like I would have. So what are my thoughts on the Cubii Jr.? Well, I'm using it right now as I'm talking to you. You know, I just bought this thing just to check it out, you know, see what it's like. It's obviously not going to get you like a crazy good workout in, like, you know, like a Peloton does, or a normal indoor cycling bike where you're putting down big power through your legs. But, you know, in terms of like something to use while you're just sitting around the house, you know, say you work from home a lot, you know, you're on your laptop and you just don't want to sit completely still all the time. Because, you know, I work from home. I work a lot just sitting still. So I could see the benefits of just like having something to kind of get your body rocking and moving. So, you know, like my legs are moving, but it's also kind of like causing my like core area to like move and work a little bit, and just like my whole body to move. So like I could definitely see the benefits of it in like that regard. Yes, there is like a calorie tracker on there and like RPMs, which honestly, you know, sitting where I'm sitting with a desk right here, you can't see any of that information. And honestly, I don't think it matters. I don't think what resistance you're on matters. I don't think the calories matter. I don't think the RPMs matter. You know, really just the point of this is just to kind of get you moving, you know? And I think that the Cubii Jr. does a really good job at doing that. Rather than just sitting completely still, this thing kind of gets your body moving and working a little bit. So let's take a look at the cadence here, RPMs. Let's see what we can get it up to. Oh yeah. 176 I think I saw on there. Pretty responsive. I mean, so it does have some metrics on there if you want to like track your stats and stuff. Let's see what we got. 15 seconds in there. How many calories is that? 23.9 calories making this video. Not bad. Come to think of it, you probably don't actually want to like work out too hard on your nice furniture at home, because I mean, you probably don't want to get like all sweaty and disgusting, right? You know? It's probably better to drip your sweat down on the hard surface floor rather than on the nice couch, right? I mean, you know, just don't go too crazy, don't go too hard, and you'll probably be all right. Probably won't get too much sweat. So what are my final thoughts on the Cubii Jr.? Well, obviously this thing is not like a real indoor cycling bike that you're gonna get on there and put down massive power through your legs, you know, and get a killer workout in. This is more targeted and more tailored just to kind of get your body moving and doing something rather than nothing. You know, it's a non-intimidating approach to just doing some sort of physical activity. You know, basically anybody of any age can really use this thing. Any sort of exercise abilities. I could see the Cubii Jr. being beneficial to like the elderly, or somebody recovering from an injury, or somebody who just doesn't have the ability to get on a full-size exercise bike. Also, I can see this being really beneficial to people who work from home, or you spend a lot of time on your computer, you know, so just to kind of get your body moving so you don't sit completely still all the time. You know I'm guilty of this all the time when I'm editing videos like this one right now. Maybe I'll use the Cubii Jr. when I edit this footage I'm shooting right now. Or, you know, if you watch a lot of TV and you just want to get your legs moving and get your body moving just a little bit, Cubii Jr., I can see the benefits of it. Anyway, link below the video in the description box to the Cubii Jr. on Amazon. I think it's 249 bucks. You can check the current price or specs, see if there's any sales going on. That's all I have for you guys today. Give me a thumbs up if this video has been beneficial or entertaining to you at all. Leave a comment below, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. And according to the manufacturer's specs, the maximum user weight is 250 pounds. Also, I should mention this thing runs on batteries, so you don't need to plug it into the wall.